Hi, Gary Stearman, in studio with Avi Lipkin, and I am holding our Join Us in Jerusalem DVD, 39-minute DVD, record of our trip in March of this year, 2015, to Israel. And we really had a great time. It was, well, when you go to Israel, it's more than a great time. It's a significant time. In studio with me today is Avi Lipkin from Jerusalem. Avi, hi there.
Good to be here.
It's good to be here. Let's spend just a few minutes and talk about this trip because your son Aaron played a rather large role in our enjoyment of the trip, our elucidation, I might say. He's very sharp, very smart. He knows his geographical history of Israel, and we were very pleased to have him along with us.
Yes, I think above and beyond the pleasures of being a tourist in another country, going to Israel, good hotels, good food, good buses, good drivers, good hotels, good everything. The people who come on our trips are people who have a Bible in their hands. And I will never forget, as a young man, I was a stamp collector, and in 1962, the U.S. Postal Service, the U.S. Post Office, issued a stamp commemorating the Battle of Shiloh. And for me, Shiloh was always someplace in Alabama or something, the Civil War.
Yeah.
In 1962, I did not know that Shiloh was actually in the Bible. And to make a long story short, Shiloh was destroyed in an earthquake around 728 A.D., and then it was covered up by earth, and it was forgotten. And today, one of the big problems, I think, facing every Jew, every Christian, every believer in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that there is a group of people out there called the atheists. And they say that the Bible is a pack of lies. It's a pack of fairy tales. And for example, Shiloh never existed. If Shiloh never existed, then the period of the judges never existed, the kings, the prophets. The prophet Samuel never existed. King David never existed. King Saul never existed. Well, guess what? After the Six-Day War in 1967, and consecutively every year during the digs in Shiloh, during the digs in Bethel, during the digs in Nablus at the Joshua's altar, with the foot excavations, there are excavations called the foot excavations that prove that there were animal sacrifices by the Israelites in this period. It all proves, with carbon dating, with scientific technology, archaeology, all proves the veracity of the Bible. And so when you come to Israel, you bring your Bible in your hands, and you see exactly what's happening and what happened 3,005 years ago, that there was an exodus from Egypt, that the Israelites did invade the land with Joshua at their head. And when you prove all these things, the atheists have to get on their knees and believe in the Lord.
And if you're a Christian, tears will come to your eyes when you stand in some of those places.
Tears came to my eyes.
Oh, it's like Bethel, where we were with Aaron Lipkin. And he was explaining to us all the things that happened at Bethel. We're standing on this real estate, you know. And Abraham stood there, and Jacob stood, that traveled through here. And Abraham was told by God to look north, south, east, and west. And God said, Abraham, everything that you see is yours.
Right.
Wow. I mean, and you're standing, and you can look at the hills that Abraham saw. Well, if that doesn't bring tears to your eyes, you are a stone. And so this trip was given a living reality when Aaron just explained to us in detail, this actually happened here at this location. This actually, you can read about it in your Bible. And he, read the appropriate verses and recited them from memory. And it was amazing. It was amazing, Avi.
If you remember, we listened to the lecture by Professor Adam Zartal.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I have to tell you, he died a few weeks ago. A very great tragedy. Adam Zartal was a very great archaeologist. He was a member of a socialist kibbutz. He was not a believer in God. He was a secular man. And after he had a terrible wound in the Yom Kippur War in '73, after that he had to hobble around on crutches. But in spite of that, as an archaeologist, he decided with his team to reconnoiter the entire area of Judea and Samaria. And they found relics and they found sites of interest from an archaeological point of view. And as they researched these sites, they proved they found sites that were mentioned in the Bible. Things that people, the atheists, say, oh, this never happened, and these are just mythical. And no, these things really did happen. So now, after the death of Professor Zartel a few weeks ago, my son connected up with his team of scientists and archaeologists, and my son evidently is going to become an archaeologist and have to work with them, and hopefully we will be coming out with the revelations about the land of Israel, all in the Bible.
And here's the thing. You read about Gilgal in the Bible, you know, and you can read a lot of books that say, well, nobody's really sure what Gilgal was or where it was or if it was anything, or it may just be fictional. But it's been discovered.
Yes.
And you can go there and see the place. And in fact, Gilgal seems to have been a part of a succession of places that Joshua went when he came into the land.
Right.
And you can you can stand and see the sights that Joshua and the tribes of Israel saw, because it really hasn't changed all that much. It's the perspective is still there.
It has to be reminded that after the Six-Day War, 1967, Israeli planes, you know, Piper Cubs and helicopters would fly over the desert, and they'd see very strange stone formations, like Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Very strange stone formations, and which we could not see before when it was part of Jordan, and we couldn't walk there, we couldn't see there. And now what's happening is the archaeologists, who are scientists, come in, and they check it out, and they find the animal bones that were 1 year old, unblemished lambs and and goats and others, which is what is prescribed in the Bible for your animal sacrifices. And they found Israelite ceramics. In other words, people would eat and then smash the plates like in a Greek taverna. And after you eat, the Holy of Holies, you have to throw it, break the plates. Those ceramics were from the 1200s BC. These were Israelite ceramics. So this proves that during the period of Joshua, during the period of the Judges, yes, we were there. It was done with carbon dating. So we go to these foot formations. The word in Hebrew for pilgrim is ole la regel, which means going up to the foot. There are 6 of these foot formations, including Argaman, which was the most astounding one that we saw. But the altar of Joshua in Nablus is also a foot formation. And we see this in other parts of the Tirzah Valley going up to Nablus. So there are so many things yet to be discovered. And when you come to Israel with Gary Stearman, this is not just a touristic thing. This is Bible study, Bible proving tour.
Well, I'd just like to say that we have this 39-minute DVD available if you'd like to have a copy and just kind of revisit Israel with us for your gift of any amount. You can order this DVD and it'll come your way. Check our website, prophecywatchers.com, the online bookstore. Look for Join Us in Jerusalem, and you can have your very own copy for a gift of any amount. Avi, always exciting to talk to you. You bring a reality to the Holy Land. You breathe the air. You vibrate with the events and the geographical places, the locations.
We prove scientifically that these are the places,
Right.
and the Bible is true.
And it is. So join us in Jerusalem. That'd be a kind of a fun thing for you to do. Avi, always nice to talk to you, and have a great time. Say hi to all you and yours when you head back for Israel in the future, and we're always thinking of you.
Thank you. Likewise.
I'm Gary Stearman. Keep watching, everybody. We are. Thanks for joining us on Prophecy Watchers. You can find us on the web at prophecywatchers.com, where you can sign up for our free email newsletter, or follow us at facebook.com/prophecywatchers. In the meantime, keep watching, everybody, and we'll see you soon.